Okay, today I'm making a mold to make some chess pieces like this. This is a pawn. I'm going to make one to make 4 pawns so that you only have to pour them twice for each side. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm taking a piece of clay and I'm going to mount this, this is plexiglass. Alright, like I said, I want to take the chess pieces when I put them in, and I want to space them out so they're angled like that so I can get the air out of them either one way or the other. And I want to make sure I can get all 4 of the pawns in there. You just want to press them down about halfway. And leave enough room at the top so that you have enough metal to feed it as it cools. Okay, next you want to put this one in. Last piece. And what we're going to do is we're going to fill in these little voids down here real quick, just to make sure we don't waste any. As we put this in there. We're also going to take some clay and stick it in the corners to seal it. Take this and stick it in the corner. That's going to be the basic form. We're not going to go much over the top of the pieces. Probably will be about a 1/4 inch over the top of the chess pieces. Okay. The way this works is this stuff is part A. The measurement is 100 grams of this to 3 grams of this stuff. All right, now we're going to mix this up, and this has a pot life of about 45 minutes, so you don't have to rush too much. You don't have to degas this either, you know, for air bubbles and all that. You just want to mix it until the blue disappears. All right, let's just pour this now. There's some air bubbles in here. We're just going to pour it. We'll raise it up high like that there. Oop, I'm gripping on the scale. And raising it up like that will help minimize the bubbles. I can vibrate the table and it'll make the silicone level out. It will help the air bubbles come up. So we're going to let this cure overnight and we'll demold it tomorrow. Whichever one that might be at the time. So what I'm going to do is right here, cut down at an angle See, just a little triangular cutout right there, so that when the top is poured, it'll go in there and get stuck. And let's see, I'm gonna put one over here. There. We're gonna use Vaseline to be a mold release, and I'm gonna brush it over everything. This is kind of the stuff y'all seen me make the skull mold out of, but it's tin cured instead of platinum cured, and they're both fairly expensive, especially when you buy in bulk. It seems like the more you buy, the cheaper it get, but not so. Alright, now we'll just set this over here. There's a tiny bit left in here. I'm not going to throw that away. I'll save it for next time I get more. Now we're going to tap on the table, get all the air bubbles to come up. Then we'll let it set until tomorrow. Alright, I vibrated it and got most of the bubbles out. I'm just going to let it set for about an hour and demold it and cut my sprues and gates in it, and I'll come back when I do that. Let's see what we got under here. Lord, I hope that Vaseline worked. We're going to have a big expensive block of rubber here. Ah, I heard it crack. There we go. And there's my keyway. It's working. At least the agent we use there seemed to work. There's both keyways were actually come out this time. Now all we got to do is wait till tomorrow night. We can pour. If I Alright. cutting it that way. I'm going to cut it this way because I want them to meet in the middle. See, now, so the metal will go down into here and branch out in both directions, and it won't overflow until it fills both voids. Anyway, that's what we got. Screws on both sides, put it together. We'll put our backer boards on there and put our rubber bands around it and fill it with our metal. And we will do it from the side instead of the top. Okay, it's the next day. We're going to prepare these molds for pouring. What you want to do is put a little bit of talcum or baby powder on there. Make sure it gets in all the nooks and crannies. Talcum just helps keep stuff from sticking. And I'm going to go with my rubber bands. Okay, I'm not going to use it to clamp it, but I'm going to use my clamp to hold it up. Yeah. That one didn't go down. I don't think that one worked. I have to cut some bigger vents. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Should be firmed up. Still hot. Yeah, I don't think that one filled completely. But it looks like we got maybe 3 usable pieces. There. Whee. Alright. I think we got enough to do another pour. So let's see. Alright, we'll let that cool for 5 minutes and we'll be right back. Done. I mean, it's still hot, but we're going to check it. Don't touch it, John. It'll burn you. Need gloves. Don't have none. And there, looks like both of them are fully formed. But remember what I was saying about the king mold, how I had to form the edge? You see the edges are perfect on the bottom of this because I put the sprue into the middle instead of out on the edge. So those were easier to cut off and they'll be easier to clean. If you found this video interesting, leave me a thumbs up. As always, thank you for watching. Have a great day.